Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, your number one source for pop culture and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. We are live on multiple platforms. Of course, we're live on TikTok, we're live on Twitch and Twitter, we're live on the Kempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook. We're also live, of course, on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. And this is our weekly recap of Love and Marriage DC. I was just watching the nightcap of Carlos King and I fell asleep. And no, that's not shade towards Carlos, or maybe it is. We were up late talking about Love Match Atlanta. So I was trying to, do my due diligence and watch everything I need to watch. But Lord have mercy, I was falling asleep. But now my energy's back up. So maybe I needed those 5 minutes of sleep. Shepherd's Park, Northwest DC. Damn, that's very specific. Rakita, I just saw your tweet. I was like, why am I in it? Hey, Mocha. Delsenia's in the building. What's going on, Delsenia? Hey, Stacy. This is Stacy from Bloomington, Illinois. I can't wait to hear from you. I love you so. Thank you so much. And I love your picture. Shout out to everyone. Connecticut's in the building. Hey, High Vibe. Oh, Delsenia, Solomon's Island, Maryland's in the building. Is that part of the DMV? Don't let me start. Don't get me started today. Don't let me get the people started in the DMV. Because y'all know we had a whole history lesson last week. And now y'all still are saying, oh, you're mad. No, that's not correct. I don't know. I'm not from the DMV. All I know, when I do my meet and greet, it will be in DC. DC proper. Okay? Just saying. Washington, DC's in the building. Sam says you partying hard for Pride. I wish that was the reason. No, we were live last night for Kempire After Dark. And then I didn't go immediately to bed. After I do this live, I'm still like, then I'm watching people battle on TikTok. I'm making it rain because I want people to win. It's very addictive. It's almost like online gambling, but I don't get anything from it. Well, you know what I do get from it? I'm like, yes, we won. We won. What did we win? Whole other story. Guys, I'm your boy, TheKempire, and welcome back to our page. Welcome back to the multiple platforms that we're live on right now. This is our weekly recap of Love and Marriage DC. Be sure to check out the story that I just posted about a couple of hours before our live, talking about Blac Chyna and Rob Kardashian settling out of court. So she got what she wanted. She got what he wanted. Mocha says, Kempire, 11:30 is too late for me. I'm old. I'm not that old. And that was too late for me. But we were up and we were having good conversation. We were having very good conversation. Drama says TikTok is, in a variety of different ways. You could swipe for days. You could swipe through different videos. You could swipe through different lives. It can be very addictive. If you're not following me on TikTok, you should. We were live last night watching The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and we were watching Love Match Atlanta as well. Wait a second. I need to pull up a story. Hold on. So before we get into Love Match Atlanta, we have to talk about this side story. Because, I don't really have an opportunity to get into every Real Housewives story. But when I have an opportunity, I would like to make a little time to talk about this. As you know, Real Housewives of New Jersey is in the middle of their filming their next season. And yes, Louis is still a part of the season. So according to a new report from our friends over at Reality Blurb, they're saying that Joe Gorga was involved in a heated altercation with Louis amid the filming of The Real Housewives of New Jersey, snubs Teresa's housewarming party as Gia shares party pics. So let me just report to you what they're saying here, and then we will get into Love and Marriage DC. So they're reporting, they said the drama between the famous Real Housewives of New Jersey brother and sister, Teresa and Joe, shows no signs of stopping anytime soon after years of bad blood as a new fighter has entered the ring. I love writers. Just months after the Real Housewives of New Jersey's explosive season 12 reunion aired, where Teresa called Joe a bitch boy and labeling him a snake on social media, Things have reportedly gone from bad to worse, and it's no longer just between Teresa and Joe. Only weeks ago, it seemed that Louis has gotten in good graces with Joe and the rest of the family. Too bad, apparently, it didn't last. But we already saw the signs of this fight happening between Joe Gorga and Teresa. I told you, I believe they're going to try and make that a storyline this season where the Gorgas versus the Giudices comes again. According to new reports, Joe and Louis had a falling out, leading Joe to refuse to attend Teresa's housewarming party after a heated altercation while filming for season 13. All right. Then we also see photos of Gia Giudice, Joe's niece, of course, posted a few pics from the get-together, where apparently he did not attend. So per The Sun, an Instagram account that goes by Real Housewives News Spill, Joe reportedly got into a heated altercation with Teresa's fiance, Louis, at a recent boys' night event. The drama got so intense that Joe refused to attend. No word on if the fight was physical, because you know they like to get physical in Jersey. So no specifics have been given on exactly what was the catalyst for the falling out, as neither party has spoken publicly about the rift. They can't. They signed contracts. All three, Teresa, Joe, and now Louis, are no longer getting along, and fans are flocking to Joe's aid to show support, as many are calling out Teresa for not having her brothers back throughout the years, echoing Joe's sentiments a little while back. Be a sister for once in a while. One fan wrote, they felt sad for Joe, as it cannot be easy to listen to your only sister demean and degrade you on national TV. Another told Joe to run, don't walk away from the current toxicity, saying, you guys need a break. Let her live in her love bubble and you in yours. A third follower said, cut ties altogether with Teresa. Here's the thing. If I believe that this beef between Teresa and Joe was real, we said it during our recap of the Real Housewives of New Jersey during that reunion. I said at this point, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't blame Melissa and Joe just saying, I'm done with this. I'm done always trying to defend you and try to prove ourselves to you. Why do I have to prove myself to you? I'm a grown man with almost grown kids. I ain't got to prove anything to you, Teresa. Oh, because you want us to be, because we're on your show. Everything's about Teresa. Everything's about Teresa. No, go look at the poll on my Twitter. When Carlos King came out, I'm going to bring it back around. When Carlos King came out on Juicy Scoop talking about Teresa's the only current housewife that can have her own spinoff. No, she can't. Some people swear just because you produce reality TV doesn't mean that you're always right either. Okay? Doesn't mean that you're always right. And based on what the community is saying, they're not interested in a Teresa spinoff. Teresa can barely get full sentences out. You want her to carry a spinoff? Her daughters aren't that. We love the daughters. We grew up watching them, but we're not interested in watching a TV show about them. Honestly. They barely want her back on the show. There have been a lot of people that said they don't want Teresa to come back. Nobody wants that spinoff. So apparently there's beef between Teresa's fiance, Louis, and Joe Gorga. Surprise, surprise, surprise. They want to have the guys have some sort of drama like they did this last season. They wanted to have a pre-produced moment. No. I'm really tired of Jersey at this point. I really am. Just because Jersey was bringing in the ratings doesn't mean that the fans won't get turned off. Those pre-produced moments from last season, we're over it. I don't want to see pre-produced fights between the guys when you know that the guys really love each other. Shake up this cast. And based on the cast that you guys are showing us, I'm like, sorry. I was a little annoyed. Let's get back to this. Speaking of Carlos King, let's talk about his show, Love and Marriage DC. I'm enjoying it. So Love and Marriage DC, this episode, the only couple for me that is really giving their true, authentic selves, in my opinion, Because y'all, if y'all were here for our RHOA recap, people say, oh, you're biased. It's a recap based on my opinion. It's gonna be biased. Anyways, it's gonna be a little biased. Come on now. But what I love this episode, and why was I tearing up at the end? Why was I tearing up at the end? I get why Ashley and DJ Quicksilver are together. They are two peas in a pod. I think they are going to be the stars of the show. I mean, they're already the stars of the show. Seeing Quick on Nightcap with Carlos King, I was like, I like this guy. And he, so far for me, has the story of the season. He's been through so much. He's sharing so much. He's very open. So this top of this episode, he's at the doctor, and I could relate to him. I could relate to him because y'all know I've been going to, well, some of y'all know, I've been going to, whatchamacallit, physical therapy for I don't know how I injured my wrist. I don't know, but this was a long time ago. Well, we know how he injured his wrist. He's a DJ, so all that work. But he injured it so bad because he worked so much. That is his storyline scenes. Because he worked so much, he injured it so bad that he could barely use his hand. He could barely use his hand. He couldn't even tie his own shoe. Can you imagine? That's scary. And very much like him, I should have my brace on right now. And I always forget. I wear it when I go to bed, though. I wear it when I go to bed. I'm supposed to do exercise. I'm supposed to ice it. That's why I ordered my my ice pack from the coldest water bottle. Look. Look. So I can relate to him, but he is a DJ. He uses his hands. I'll be strong. I can figure things out. But you don't realize how much you need your hands until you really need your hands. But this his work is his hands, but he has to wear his brace. He also has to slow down with the work. He also has to slow down with the drinking, apparently. And Ashley she always makes a serious moment so funny at the end. She was like, how you gonna grab my ass? You need two hands to grab my ass. Oh my gosh. Rena, yeah, shout out to the physical therapist because the exercises that they had me doing, I'm like, oh my God, I never even thought about like the exercising for your hands. It's like I'm going to the gym, but you know, it's only really helping that area. But anyways, focus. So DJ Quick has a lot going on. And look, some of what's happening with his hand also could be not psychosomatic, but also stress related. I think he does need to slow down, like realistically, but he's gotten this mentality of working hard, trying to provide for his family, but now it's really affecting his life and his health. And Ashley is very concerned. She's like, what's good for us to have all the things if you're not here with us and healthy? It's not worth it. It's not worth it if you're not able to enjoy what you've worked so hard for, DJ Quick. I like him. He's very likable. And on Nightcap, he said that he's okay with the whole DJ fun size thing because he knows that he's not fun size is where it counts. Multiple places, the bank account and down there. I said, you know what? They understand the assignment. They understand the assignment. Oh, and shout out to the occupational therapist too. You too. And look. And honestly, I don't have carpal tunnel. That's why I should have been in physical therapy. Probably that's why you have to go to multiple doctors, and it's not as simple as getting a shot for me. It's not as simple as having surgery because it's not carpal tunnel. I don't know what I was doing. I'm not involved in the sports. So I don't know how I injured this. This is a while ago too. And I'm just really getting to taking care of it. But y'all didn't want to hear about me. We were talking about DJ Quick though. So I can relate to DJ Quick in that instance. But he's been through a lot. And we find out so much more of his story during Love and Marriage DC. I feel like we understand the Silvas more than we understand any of the other couples. until we get to the intuitive healing. I've seen this intuitive healer on Monique's channel before. So I was familiar. I was like, oh, she looks familiar. And I was like, yeah, she was on Monique's YouTube channel before. And she was on point. You know, normally we would probably look at these things and be like, that's weird. Well, not us, because we look, I got crystals on my desk. Look. So we're into it. I need to go to an Himalayan salt room. I've been wanting to do that for a long time. I have one right behind the plaque. I have a Himalayan salt lamp. It's just not on. I would love to go to that room. And I would love an intuitive healing moment. Come on now. Can we get an intuitive healing moment? Oh my goodness. Hold on. Let me make sure I have my I don't have my screen open. There we go. Guys, you're just joining us. We're talking about love and marriage DC. This is our weekly recap that we have every Monday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Happy Juneteenth. Today is the day that it is commemorated. Well, not commemorated. This is the day that is observed here in the United States because it fell on a Sunday. But happy belated Father's Day. Happy, of course, Pride. Don't forget to get your Pride merch. Some of you still haven't gotten your Pride merch. Get them while supplies last. I told you, come July, it ain't going to be available. Just saying. Head on over to TheKempire.com/shop. Again, TheKempire.com/shop. You can get a link available in the description. And of course, our mods will be posting links in the live chat. And we will be posting our Discord. Join our Discord for notifications. Shout out to our international crew as well. Definitely join the Discord for notifications and things like that. Okay. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Omar, what about the Rage Room? The Rage Room made me upset because we had to even watch that damn episode. Lawson says we know more about the Silvers than the Samuels. Because the Samuels are giving us, I don't know what they're, no, I don't want to lump them all into the Samuels. I'm going to say Monique. Y'all saw Monique? Monique, again, when they were in the salt room and she was talking about how she specifically said to Chris, hold on. She said to Chris not to live through Monique. And Monique, when he gave his interpretation of what that meant in the confessional, she's like, that's not what she means. I was like, you always have to be right, Monique. You are not perfect. And I hope that this reality show and the criticism that you are receiving allows you to humble yourself. You are not perfect. And basically what Chris said, you just repeated and said it in different words. He was talking about finding his passion. And he's like, well, she's saying that you need to not connect yourself to my passion and find your own passion. He literally said it. He just said it in his own different words. Ebony says, Monique is exhausting. Well, Monique was under fire during this last episode because she stirred the pot between Winter and Ashley. So she went and carried news to Ashley, and the news was all mixed up. It was all mixed up. All right, let me post this. Some of you want the Discord link. Let me open my Discord. Hold on. Let me open it. Let me send it for those that didn't see it. Let me go here. And I will, just in case, I know the link for Discord changes. Here we go. Join our Discord here. And then let me pin it. And then let me close this because all those sounds will start going off. All right. Let me pin it here. All right. Okay. Back to this episode. So I'm going to rewind back because I jump around sometimes. All right. So Erana and her daughter talk about Jamie. I'm not that interested in the Erana and Jamie's story because they are not giving us their authentic selves. And I'm not talking about the deep, dark secrets. We can tell that they're fronting for the cameras. And that is pretty much exposed when they go to the intuitive healer. She's like, you always have to have this certain look and image. And that's and that's when I finally was like, oh, finally, we're getting to see Erana. Black Healer, welcome to the membership. We appreciate you. Hold on. I did see that. Tyra said, did you see Judge Mathis' son's coming out to his family and friends? Judge Mathis is a superstar for the things you told him. I did see a clip of that. I do want to watch the entire episode. Don't forget, guys, we will be live tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Eastern for our Tuesday takeover, where we cover reality TV news. So there's a lot to unpack in regards to that. So stay tuned for a Tuesday takeover that happens every week on Tuesdays, obviously. All right. So back to this. So Monique and Chris go over to the Silvers, and they say this is the first time going over there. So they really were not friendly before. Or is that just, or am I not understanding something? This is a newfound friendship. Because he's like, this is our first time over here. Oh, okay. All right. I mean, some people don't necessarily have people over their house a lot. Maybe. Is this a new house maybe since the pandemic? Okay. Look, okay. So they discussed the whole winter situation. And like I said before, I feel like I'm really enjoying Ashley and DJ Quick a lot more because I feel like they're funny, they're natural in front of the camera. I feel like they're being their true authentic selves. But they also talk about the drama that's happening between Ashley and Winter. As you know, last week, the drama between Ashley and Winter was caused because Monique said one thing, but I feel like Winter is not being 100% either. Anyone else? I feel like she was stirring the pot, but I do think that Monique exaggerated a bit about the fact that she heard rumors about DJ Quick. We all heard rumors about DJ Quick over the years. He's been in the business a long time. But they've been open about their issues and their relationship and things like that. But this is also when Monique brings up, after being with you guys, I had to go to my intuitive healer. I had to go to my intuitive healer. And I was really shocked when DJ Quick says, I want to do that. Anyone else was shocked? I was like, wow. And like he was enthusiastic. He's like, let's do that. And I'm glad that he did because he had some aha moments when he did that with the group of folks. You know who should have been there? Winter should have been there, but she doesn't have the man. She don't have the scammer. But I think Winter could have benefited from that. Always playing victim. Speaking of Winter, I'm going to give you a compliment. Buckle up. She did a damn good job with her kids. So we get to see Winter. First of all, Winter does not look old enough to have those grown kids. When did she have those kids? She has 4 kids with that ex-NFL player that cheated on her so badly. But she did a good thing with those kids because her daughter, Kayla, was breaking it down. He was love bombing you, mom. It's not your fault. Even though all of us still feel like she played a part. Your daughter probably doesn't know you never went to go see that man in his basement in his mama's house. But with the way she broke it down, I was like, I think Winter knows a lot because of what she's been through. You can't deny her experience because of all the traumatic things that she's gone through. But she did a good job with those kids because I was really shocked by the conversation that they had. See, Philly says it. He says, I like Winter. Winter's kids are a reflection of her. Mia says, Winter's a professional victim. Oh, High Vibe says, Winter is a bore. I mean, I don't know if I would say Winter is a bore because I feel like the most drama that we're having this season is about her scammer husband, about her beef with Ashley. So I don't know if I would say she's a bore. She's definitely a catalyst in this whole situation. If anything, Monique's a bore. But let's be honest, Monique wasn't really interesting to me in Real Housewives of Potomac until the end. And I'm not even talking about the fight. I'm talking about like the reunion. That's when she really showed up. She got activated. Monique, watch your back because I wouldn't be surprised if Carlos brings someone to activate you. Jenna, thank you so much for the super chat. Jenna says her kids was like, put on your shoes, let's go. Get out of this relationship. Well, she's working on getting that divorce finalized ASAP. She's now divorced from Kevin the scammer. I still have him labeled scammer. I'm assuming we're going to get to see Kevin at some point again. I mean, I don't know if I'm that interested. Are we that interested in Kevin the scammer? Damn it. The fact that they're calling him a scammer throughout this entire season, that can't be good for the man. That can't be good for his future potential. I mean, at this point in his life though, can he get a new job? Look, can he get a new job? I mean, they're calling him a scammer. He's like 60 years old. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. This is a mess. Rakita says, I clutch my purse every time you show that picture, not clutch your purse. Not interested in the scammer. I'm interested in the scammer because I feel like the scammer would be able to give us more clarity. Because right now, the only person giving us the narrative is Winter. However, the one moment that we did get to speak with the scammer with Chris, he was scamming us then. Is he going to go to jail for stealing that money from his job? Would they put you in jail for something like that, or just sue you for the money, or they just let him go? What happens in those instances? Jenna says, I'm interested because they keep bringing it. Exactly. And part of me feels bad because that can't be a good thing for you if you're trying to get another job, if you're trying to make money on television. And then every week we pull your picture up here and call you the scammer. We don't even call you by your name. It's not my fault. Blame Carlos King. Blame your ex-wife, Winter. They brought you on the show. I'm just reporting on what they're talking about. Okay. So Winter has that conversation with her kids, thoroughly impressed with that. Very much like what you guys are saying. I feel as if those kids are a perfect reflection of what she's taught them, and they were uplifting her. But we saw something similar with Sheree and her kids. I feel like they're looking at her crazy with her jailbird guy. But look, no one's perfect. People go through things. People are bamboozled. People are love bombed. Look at Teresa Giudice, who we were just talking about. Not scam likely. Randa says, if it's proven theft or embezzlement, the company can choose to prosecute. Damn it. It's going to jail. Julia said I had to hold my wallet. First of all, he could not be in my friend group because I would not trust him around anything. I barely trust anyone now. Can you imagine? I find out your man's a scammer. He coming to my house? Damn it, I hit my wrist. This is why I need to have the brace on. This phone is cold, damn it. Right? Locking everything up. I do that now, even with people I know. I'm like, people coming up and I mean, I have my wallet sitting out and things like that. Not that I don't trust people, but I don't want to have to tempt you. Okay. All right. Moving on. So Monique has a dinner with Winter and Ashley to finalize their issues because, as you know, last week they got into a heated conversation, but basically it was Monique's fault. During Monique's conversation with Ashley at Ashley's home, I love the edit where you just see Monique going on and 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 on. We're all like, Monique, shut up. Monique seems like she talks a lot, right? She seems like she talks a lot, basically. So they have this conversation, and I love what Ashley says during this conversation, because Ashley is a straight shooter. And I know a lot of people don't like Ashley because she is a straight shooter, but I feel like what you see is what you get with Ashley, not so much so with Monique or Winter. I feel like I'm looking at them a little bit more like, but it seems as if that Monique, who's literally in the middle, misconstrued information. However, I still believe Winter is twisting things. I told you I get scammer vibes from her. Not that she's a literal scammer, but I honestly believe that what you see with her is not what you get. Unlike what I see with the Silvas. Just straight shooter. This is just how I feel. That's just how I feel. But Ashley still doesn't see it for Winter, because she probably feels like how I feel. She's like, something about you ain't right. Something ain't about you ain't right. I already got ill feelings for you. I didn't really have ill feelings before, but now I have ill feelings for you. And what I love, and we've talked about this before, where people try to weaponize people's real pain. And one of the things that Winter loves to do, she's like, I wouldn't want to do that to a Black woman. Ashley's like, oh hell, don't bring it. I don't care if you Black, purple, whatever. Don't bring the whole Black woman thing in here, because I feel like people have started to weaponize those types of things. And it's like, oh, now I can't say nothing because you're pro-Black woman, and I'm just, I'm glad she said it. I'm glad she said it, because I'm tired of people that are fake woke. Oh, Conchita. Yes, that's perfect. Scammer adjacent. I mean, literally. She literally was. She was in bed with the man. She's definitely scammer adjacent. Okay. Oh, L. Singleton, thank you. Labor lawyer here. I love it. We have some of the best in the community. Labor lawyer here. It depends on the company's policy and the amount he stole. The outcome depends on many factors. All right, L. Singleton, stay tuned. I'll let you know if we find out any more details, because I need to know. I need to know. Okay. Ooh, see, High Vibe says, yeah, that was to shut Ashley up. And she knew it. She knew it. Guys, let's get to 150 likes, and I'll drop the call-in link for you guys to call in. But I'm going to drop the call-in link first for our Royal Court members. It's not part of the perks, but it's a surprise perk for our members of the channel. Shout out to you guys that's helped support the channel. Shout out to our subscribers on TikTok as well. We appreciate you subscribing there as well. We have watch parties. We have to do all kinds of cool things. But subscribers will be getting some little perks too. So stay tuned for that. Let me drop the call-in link here. Apparently, StreamYard is working today. Thank God. Let me not speak too soon. Knock on wood. All right. Let me drop the backstage link for our Royal Court members. And as you guys also know, we are trying to raise money for the Trevor Project. That's our monthly thing, and we're close. We're close to reaching our $1,000 goal. But I'm going to bring up another fundraiser that's happening in DC proper. Probably not DC proper. In the DMV. In the DMV. So I wanted to mention that. But I'm going to bring up the person to talk about it. So that for those of us that want to help and support, you can. No obligations, but a little can go a long way. A little can go a long way. And why not? If we're talking about Washington, D.C., why not give back to Washington, D.C.? Right? Why not? Uh-oh, Philly John. Philly John says, Kempire After Dark was a vibe. I wish we would have known all the mess that's been going on Twitter. Guys, they tagged me. Thank you, Rakita, for defending me. The matchmakers are fighting on Twitter, and at 7 o'clock, they're having a Twitter Spaces. I'm going to try and be there, but I have to eat first. So these callers, I'm going to take quick callers. But since we're talking about Washington, D.C., and I'm talking about giving back to the DMV area, let me bring up our special guest. Our special guest is here. I'm going to bring her up. Danielle got her shirt on. Okay, Danielle, what's up? Can we hear you? Testing.
Can you hear me?
Oh, there we go.
Perfect. Thank you for allowing me to do
you're doing a special project you are born and raised in the DMV.
Yes, born and raised.
You gave us a whole lesson on the DMV. But
yes, with the Metro map last week.
Well, people, you know, so a lot of people were like, yes, come through. And then there was one or two that were like, she ain't right. But we're not going to get into it because I don't want to get into it. You're doing a special fundraiser for the homeless in the DMV, homeless women in the DMV. Can you talk about it? And we'll post the link and everything like that.
Absolutely. So I've decided to create what a lot of people call a period purse, but I'm going to call mine Flo's purse, like your Aunt Flo.
Oh.
And with that, what I'm doing is I'm taking the hygiene products needed products that women need during their monthly cycles. I've bought cosmetic bags that I'm filling with your traditional needs for women during their monthly cycle. And on July 2nd, my daughter and I are going to go, and whoever else wants to come, we're going to go to downtown DC, pass them out to homeless women. I decided to do this from watching a YouTube video a few years ago about how homeless women deal with their cycles during the summertime. The 7-minute video on YouTube will bring tears to your eyes. Not to be too graphic, but one lady says she literally sits still in one place for the days of her cycle, and she just bleeds through her clothes. Another lady says she takes the chances of getting arrested because she'll go steal pads out of CVS because she doesn't have the money. Another lady says she uses a sock, and sometimes she'll go into like a Starbucks or a McDonald's bathroom to wash it out to reuse the sock. I think a lot of time we always think about homeless. We think about clothes, blankets, coats, and feeding them, but we never think about how the women deal with their monthly cycles. I suffered with my monthly cycle for years, and I ended up having to have a hysterectomy at an early age. Wow. So when I saw this video, it brought me to tears. It didn't move me. And I always said I was going to do this. And this year I finally decided to stop talking about doing it. And I'm actually doing it. This is the first year I've done it. I want to continue to do it. This year I'm looking to do 150 Flo purses. That's my goal. If I exceed it, I exceed it. But that's my goal for this year. Next year, hopefully I can get more. I've partnered with a couple of women's shelters. So those that aren't passed out, if we don't pass them all out, I'll take them to the women's shelter. I'm probably going to start for some people, if you're in the area, you know, the nonprofit called So Others Might Eat, which we call SOME. It's a 365-day place that feeds homeless twice a day. Rain, hail, sleet, or snow, they feed. So I'm going to start there because the people are always outside. They're so funny down there. I love going down there just to volunteer and work and talk to them. So that's the flyer that I've created. I'm going to update it. I removed a few things. I actually went to the Dollar Tree this morning and literally I took my arm and just scraped everything off the shelf and spent some money up in Dollar Tree just to start the process. I'm going to create.
Boogie Down Gal said, can we Cash App you, Danielle?
Absolutely. I will put my Cash App in the chat. It's the $ pink plastic, PYNK plastic, but I'll put it in the chat.
And just also send us the links as well so we can post it in the description of this video as well. And I'll post the link. I've already pinned the Amazon link as well.
Yeah, so I have an Amazon wish list for those that just want to go straight to Amazon. You can go to Amazon. It's pads. I have wipes. I have the feminine spray. I have everything in there, and it will come directly to me. And you get whatever you can. I don't care if it's $1 you give me. I greatly appreciate it. Again, I'm going to try to do this every year because, like I said, we always think about how the homeless eat. We think about their shelter. We think about their clothing, but we never think about how the women suffer with their cycles. Yeah. So this is something that I wanted to do.
Most definitely. All right. On that note, let's focus. No, you look, we're going to get back. We're going to get back. Yes, don't do what you can, guys, but let's get to the mess. All right. Let's talk about this episode of Love and Marriage DC. How are you feeling about it?
I love it. I'm here for Ashley. I love Ashley. And I feel like the part that a lot of people don't know because no one really knew of Ashley and Erana before this show, but that I remember a few years ago, they didn't know each other. I'll be honest with that. Based on what I saw on social media, they didn't know each other, but they did a podcast together. And I think Candace was like a couples podcast. I think that's how they all met. I think it was like Candace and Monique and Ashley and Erana. And they've done little things couple-wise in that virtual world. But the biggest thing that I'm tickled with, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, But wasn't the scammer's job at MLM? I don't think he worked for like a traditional company. I thought he was part of the MLM people.
Oh, I haven't dig that deep into the scammer, so I have no idea.
And I know Erana did MLM, but I think the scammer is with that MLM. I want to say he was with the world. Remember, and I'm aging myself, but back in the day, before FaceTime and things came out, there used to be a video phone. And I think that's where he started. And then like the legal, what was the where you can get the lawyers with the MLMs, like legal assistance or some kind of company with the MLMs, and you had a lawyer who was always on site for you 24 hours a day. Hey, I think he's part of that world. I don't think he had a traditional job.
Wow. Okay.
I know, horrible, but yeah.
He's definitely not gonna work again after this season.
Well, MLMs, you do what you want because you're your own boss. Remember?
Oh, I don't know if he was his own boss. If they said he was stealing money.
Well, that's what you do.
That's what you're doing at MLM. He's stealing money.
I'm gonna shut up. I was getting ready to say something, but I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to shut my mouth. I was about to say something real. But the Himalayan salt place they went to is in Bethesda. It's amazing. Now I need to find the lady. I need to find her because I want to try her.
Intuitive healer.
The intuitive healer.
Easy. I'm sure Monique has reposted her information.
I'm sure she's probably booked and busy by now. But yeah, I'm going to find her.
All right. All right. Thank you, Danielle, for calling in. And again, guys, all the information for the fundraiser that Danielle is doing will be posted in the description of this video. And how long are you doing this for, Danielle?
I will collect stuff probably until sometime next week. Next Friday, I am going to start putting all the bags together. And that's July 1st. And then July 2nd, we're going to go out and pass everything out.
Awesome. So we will talk more about this again next Monday when we talk about Love and Marriage DC. Thank you, Danielle, for calling in.
Thanks, guys.
And I'm sure that's going to inspire other people to do something similar. You know what I mean? So if you're listening and you never thought about this before and you need tips, reach out to Danielle. I'm sure she can also help you do it in your local area. You know, earlier today, we were recapping Real Housewives of Atlanta and we were talking about the foster care system. And Kari called in and shared her experience. Like, you just never know who's going to call in. You never know how your perspective may shift or change. You just have to be willing. You just have to be willing and to keep an open mind. All right. Let's get to some more callers. We have a couple of people backstage that want to talk about Love and Marriage DC, the newest city that's been added to the Love and Marriage franchise. It's now a franchise. So Replay Crew, I want to know your thoughts. How would you rate this episode? What did you think of this episode? Live chat, what did you think of this episode? How would you rate it from 1 to 10? All right, let's get to some callers. Rashonda is backstage. I'm going to bring her up. What's going on, Rashonda?
Hi, Kempire. I literally cannot believe this is happening.
What do you mean?
I just became a member, like this. I became a member today, and now I'm talking to you right now. Like, I can't believe it.
Welcome. Thank you so much for supporting us.
Absolutely. Real quick, I know that we're talking about love and marriage, but what I did when I was in college, I made what I would consider a goodie bag, and one was for male and females, and I literally kept in my car, and it would have money in there, like a couple dollars in there. It would have wipes in there for both sexes. It would have, for the females, of course, pads, tampons, deodorant, like little persos. I would go to Walmart and just buy up a lot of the little personal items and have one for my males and one for my females, and I call them goodie bags. And whenever I'm at a traffic stop or a traffic light, you know, and I'll see, instead of just handing them money, I'll give them the goodie bag. So I did that throughout my entire time when I was in college. I loved it, and I'm thinking about doing it, starting it up again. I was inspired.
There we go. Thank you, Rashonda, for telling people that. That's awesome.
Absolutely. I'm horrible with names, but I know Monique, and
I can help you.
The lady that was talking about her book.
Oh, Winter? Or no?
When Winter was,
I think it's Winter.
When she was talking about the title of her book, and Monique was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna give that to my husband." Because I think the title of the book was like, "Get Your Shit Done." Or
yeah. No, that was Ashley.
Yes, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna give that to my husband." I was like, "Oh my God, girl! Like, stop." She she belittles her husband even without even trying. Like it's
Yeah,
just
that's
right on the
for
top of
next
her
week's
head.
episode. The next week's
Yes,
episode, she's going to be talking more about that.
I could not believe it. But yeah, I absolutely love you. I've been a silent watcher for forever. And then
Oh,
I became a what is it after the live? What do you call those
a
members?
replay crew.
I was a part of the replay crew, and then I became like a frequent commenter of the replay crew, and then now I'm here. So I'm like, I feel
I
I feel
love
good. I
that.
love you. I love you so much.
Thank you so much, Rashonda. I appreciate you calling in.
You're welcome. You can happily take my black dollars every month.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much, Rashonda. Have a great
Absolutely.
evening.
You too.
Bye. You guys are amazing. Oh my God. I'm so humbled by your support. Truly. I truly am. I'm not just saying that. So thank you so much. Okay. Let's get to some more callers, and then I got to get offline because I want to eat dinner and then spy on the matchmakers. Love Match Atlanta. They are acting up. If y'all missed our Love Match Atlanta recap last night, Kempire After Dark was on fire. Okay. Well, apparently now Ming is going in on Twitter, back and forth with Shay. You know they're going to talk about it when they do their spaces. Yeah, Twitter Spaces is a thing now. You know, like Clubhouse, but it's on Twitter. Join Twitter if you haven't joined Twitter. I'm very active on Twitter, so just saying. Let's get them coins. Come on now. All right, and Danielle posted the link, but I've also pinned the link on the live chat, and I will be posting the link in the description of this video after the live. Okay. Let me bring up In My Opinion. She's backstage. What's going on, In My Opinion?
Hey, Kempire, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, I'm blessed by the best. I just got finished cooking. You know, I have to cook over here.
What'd
I
you
got
make?
kids and hubbies. Well, we having tacos and enchiladas tonight, so you know, gotta keep the kids interested. Let me tell you something. I'm telling you, you know what? I'm convinced that Monique is not ready for reality TV. Like she doesn't give anybody else a chance to have their own, you know, amazingness because she's trying to take over everything. I've noticed that every time she's in a scene, she's always talking. Like she never gives anybody else a chance to have. Like I'm like, girl, share the spotlight, girl. Don't nobody care about you. I'm just saying, her and Winter, I think they can go. Yeah, I'm good.
Really?
Yeah, Ashley and Raina and all the rest of them, they can stay, but Monique, she just getting on my nerves now. It's getting to the point where, and it's sad because it's like, dang, I was like, I missed her on Potomac, but now it's like, no, I don't miss her.
Do you think though that Carlos was like, let me get this familiar face, and now that he's had her and now people are familiar with everyone else, then he'll be like, yeah, we don't need her anymore.
Well, this is the thing. When Monique was first hyping this show up, you know, she kept saying, oh, well, he called me and I said no. And then he was like, you can get a group of friends together. And she got this group of friends together. And so I guess I was thinking it was going to be like a group of her close friends. And what I'm noticing is this is a group of people that she wanted to be friends with. She had talked to them before, but they're not like close friends. And she's trying to bond that close friendship. No, I'm just saying, but well, you know what? This is the thing. Let me tell you something. Everybody's welcome at my house, but you get crunk here, hubby always strapped. Okay, so yeah, you ain't spending nothing here. You ain't gonna act crazy here. You know what I'm saying? Like I got 6 kids that range from age 22 to 7 years old. So yeah, you ain't gonna get crunk here. Now you're welcome to come here, eat, watch TV if you want to, play a little games. You know what I'm saying? Don't steal nothing out of my house. And don't come here trying to scam nobody, okay?
Okay.
Now, if you in need, you ask, we might donate. Just don't take from me. You know. So, yeah, I don't know. But I just felt like this is a group of friends that she wanted to get friendly with. She wanted to have, I think Monique is thinking 10 steps ahead of her. I'm pretty sure next she's going to be opening up her nightclub or something else. And that's why they on here. She wants to get into some business that they're in. And that's why she wants to make friends with them. Because Monique is very calculated. Everything she do is calculated.
Well, next week we get to see Monique in her new morning show role. And we get to see her grown son talk about now everybody has to listen to her every morning. I mean, I don't have to.
That's what I'm saying. You know what? I don't know how she's going to keep that job neither. I understand that they said she liked to talk because DJ Richard said, he said he did an interview with her and she just likes to talk. And I'm like, how can you stand to be with somebody that talks that much? Like they don't let you get your own voice in. It's like, I like to talk too, but eventually I want you to shut up too. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's the thing. As an interviewer, you like when someone is engaging and likes to have a conversation. It makes your job a lot easier unless they're talking too much. Then it's like, it's not a conversation.
But haven't you noticed that that's what Monique does? Yeah. She never gives you
that this episode where they showed her talking over.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. She never cuts off enough longer for somebody else to get the shine. It's like, I wouldn't even want to be in the scenes with her because I feel like I would be invalidated in the scenes because I would never get a chance to speak.
Look what Dina says, and ain't saying nothing.
Exactly. It would be different if she was like getting up here and she was like, well, let me show y'all how to get to this level, or saying something that was going to actually do something to help people. But she just cuts you off just to be saying stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, don't nobody want to hear your mouth but you. Damn. Chris don't even want to hear that mouth.
Oh God. Okay.
All right. Y'all have a good night. Okay, y'all have a good night. You stay beautiful. I'll see you on the next one.
Thank you. Have a good night. My opinion is the best. Funny though. Okay, but one part that we didn't talk about, as I said to you before, I teared up watching this scene. So first of all, towards the end of the episode, we get the intuitive healing moment. I thought that was fantastic. Normally, when you think about it, you're like, am I going to find that interesting? I thought it was interesting because the intuitive healer went from each person and basically read them inside out. She and none of them were like, she don't know what she's talking about. A lot of them had their walls up, especially Jamie. But she read him like saying, the reason why you're a bully, the reason why you're so aggressive is because you're trying to protect something. You're trying to hide something. Very similar to his wife. She broke down. He's like this to her. And we're like, no, let her have her moment. Let's see the real Erana. Take all that makeup off Erana. But let's see who you really are. That's when you will be TV gold. She also talks to DJ Quicksilver and talks about how he grew up. We know his story, how he lost his parents. At the end of this episode, he goes with his brothers to his father's gravesite, and he starts to read the letter that his mom wrote. I said, no, I can't. I was like, I can't, because I didn't expect it either. But the intuitive healer said she dropped some knowledge when it came to DJ Quick. And I hope DJ Quick really took that to heart and just didn't treat it like a scene. I don't think that's how he is anyway, because he was all about doing this intuitive healing. I hope he really took that to heart, what she was saying, because he says he doesn't get, when he gets excited about something, he feels like something bad's going to happen, right after that, because that's what's happened in his life. He's been traumatized. He was traumatized by losing his mother at a young age, then traumatized by his father. He said that his father, was criticized by a lot of people for, encouraging him to be the DJ. And now look at DJ Quicksilver. He is one of the, well-known DJs. So I'm really enjoying Ashley and DJ Quicksilver. I've said this before. I feel like they're giving us their authentic selves. They have full stories. We're going to see more next week from Ashley in her book. Ashley's just funny. Ashley's funny. She's good TV. Potomac, you missed out. Word on the street, she was being considered for Potomac and they passed on her. They missed out. Can you imagine her on the Real Housewives of Potomac? I mean, that would have been a better check. But look, but at least she's working for Oprah. Okay, Gail's watching. Hey, Gail, how you doing? Let me get to some more callers. We have a few people backstage. Okay, Amy, I'm gonna bring you up. What's going on, Amy?
Hey, Kempire. Kempire, I have been crying. Not crying, but I got teary-eyed when I heard Kari this morning.
Oh,
and last night when Marlo and the kids, I got a little teary-eyed then. And when DJ Quicksilver at that grave, I lost it. I was like, no.
You've been crying all weekend.
Yes, I think it's our period's coming. Danielle, send me a package.
No, it's not just because of that. Not Danielle.
Danielle, send me a package. No, literally, I have been like, I lost it. I was like, why are y'all doing this to me? I don't want to be crying like this. But it really touched me to see him reading that letter and he kept it. That was anyway.
Yeah.
This episode I gave it a 8.5. I
Okay.
do like
You've
it.
been enjoying DC though.
I'm from DC, you know.
Okay, but you've been. And I actually feel like this rating's lower than past ratings.
You said what?
I feel like this rating this week is lower than past ratings.
Well, okay. The reason why, it's Monique. I'm sorry, Monique. I love you, girl. What you said about the authenticness, it does run true to me with Monique and Chris. She spends a lot that whole dinner talking and talking and talking. Remember that song? I think it was about Christopher Williams, Talk to Myself, because there is no one to talk to. I'm aging myself. But all I think is why I do what I do.
You still singing?
So what? It's true. I mean, she spent the whole time just trying to make sure they didn't see her as the bad guy. I was like, do you have PTSD from Potomac? Girl, calm down. These are women. They can understand what you're doing. So anyway, I like the best part of the whole episode was the healer.
Yeah.
Jamie to me is such a quintessential DC guy. He is so stone cold. He don't really give any emotion. He's very like, because when he looked at her, it was like, what you doing? I just bust out laughing because I was like, she's really listening to this man and she listens to this woman. She believes what she's saying. All in all, the episode was really, really good. Just Winter, I love her. I love the Silvers. They giving it every episode. Just Monique, stop hating on your husband and be authentic in your scenes. That's it. And that's all.
Okay. And that's it, Amy. Thank you so much for calling in.
Have a nice one.
You too. Amy had me cracking up. Not her singing the damn Christopher Williams song. Is he doing okay? Wasn't he in the hospital at some point with the COVID? Is he all right? Or did karma get him? I'm kidding. If you've been watching celebrity gossip for as long as I have, you know why I said that about Christopher Williams. Okay. Obi's backstage. I'm going to bring Obi up. What's going on, Obi?
Hey, Kempire.
What's going on?
So for this episode, I'll just give it a 3 at best.
3?
I don't even know what. Yeah, and maybe a 4. Because I don't know what's more annoying between Monique's voice or Erana playing the victim or soft-spoken women with crystal balls or Quick's arrogance or the scenes with his mother. Oops, I meant his wife, whom I actually think is the star of the show, so that already says a lot. And the husbands, they seem to be getting too much airtime, talking a whole lot about nothing. And Monique must really love the sound of her voice. They just need to change the name of the show to Monique and Friends at this point, because I'm still wondering why we need her in every scene just being messy. And that intuitive healer, a majority of what she told them are all Googleable. Can you smell that? Yeah, smells to me like BS. And Chris cannot be me, because at this point, I'm still not sure what he's doing with Monique. I would have walked. Because you all know good and damn well that he understands clearly what that lady was saying, and Monique just had to reward it to embarrass him. So now I see what his mom was probably talking about, and I'm sorry, not Winter saying, how dare him? No, Winter, not how dare him. How dare you believe this man that easily and have him around your kids? It's not all his fault, sis. Your ass got played just like you thought you were going to play him. That's it. Bye.
Okay, Obi was very nice earlier when he called in for Real Housewives of Atlanta, and a lot of you were saying, what happened to Obi? He came back. He came back. I mean, everyone has a right to their opinion, even if we don't necessarily agree. We don't moderate adults. Replay crew, feel free to let us know how you would rate this episode of Love and Marriage DC, how you're feeling about the season so far. I've seen mixed things, but the ratings for Love and Marriage DC have been decent. They've been decent and consistent. So apparently there is a hardcore audience watching it. Okay. Thank you so much. Oz Fly Girl says, Kempire, you really lead and stand out from the crowd. Enjoy your channel and you have a great laugh. Oh, which one? Because I have a few different ones. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Theo, I'm just like, I'm shocked sometimes when Obi calls in. I'm like, what? I wasn't ready for that. IB says, Obi came in with the chopper. High Vibe says, what was Googleable? Production, maybe. Yeah, I mean, yeah, some of that stuff look, I believe the intuitive healer is really good at what she does. I really do believe her. But it is. Not Marquette was called out. Kat, what are you talking about? And if you watch Love Match Atlanta, then you know why we know that name. Okay, in my opinion, it says Kempire dinner tomorrow: pork chops, red beans, and rice, street corn and roll. I'm hungry. Okay, we're gonna take one more caller. And then I'm getting off of here. Erica's backstage. I'm gonna bring her up. What's going on, Erica?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Listen, you want me to come after Obi? Oh my God.
Not my fault. That's why. That's how y'all called in.
I didn't know. And shout out to me for finally upgraded to the Royal Court. I was like, wait a minute, I'll be backstage, but I wasn't. I get it now. I wasn't part of the right membership. Y'all gotta get the $4.99 membership. Then you get, because I saw someone say I didn't get the links. I was messaging Danielle. I'm like, Danielle, I'm not getting it, but I didn't realize I had to upgrade. But anyways,
and sometimes we will, depending on how large our live is, we'll post it for the Team Kempire members as well after Royal Court. But yeah,
I got it now. That's the tea, y'all. I really, really enjoyed this episode. I have a friend that knows Erana. I'm like, yo, she's cool, but I want to meet Ashley. So I got to figure out how to meet her somewhere on the streets. But yeah, I messaged Monique.
Don't you do styling too?
Yes. What's wrong? Why? Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, I love you, Ashley, but
no, she's cute.
No, she's cute, but I don't think she has the best style. Can we talk? Ashley, I love you, but come on now. I'm still a straight shooter. Pow, 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 pow.
Damn, I watched both episodes back to back and I can't remember. I really liked when they went.
See?
No. I'm just saying I can't.
How do you feel about Arena's style? Gaudy.
No, because she wearing the same dress that Drew Sidora wears in their confessionals.
Yes, I saw that. And not just her, it was also Melody.
Melody. Oh, really? From
Melody and Kimmy.
Damn, everybody going to China. Like I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But
look at me trying to get you a job. Don't.
Thank you, boo. Thank you. I will take the initiative. Thank you so much. You're right. I like her with the straight hair when they went out to dinner. It was just a simple black and the earrings were very nice and big. So I like her better with the straight hair. But this episode was really, really, really good. Like I have to disagree with Obi. I definitely want that intuitive healer. I messaged Monique. I said, I need Terry's phone number. I know where the bath salts house is. That ain't right. Not bath salts. What is it? Salt bath? Whatever it is.
The Himalayan salt room? That
one. I know where it is. But clearly I think they just rented it out for that scene because she ain't on the staff.
Terry's not. She probably just used the space for what she does.
Right, Terry's not there, so I gotta find out who she is. But yeah, I really want healing for Jamie. I know he was a police officer. We got to keep that in mind. And like Amy, that whole DC heart. Everyone just tries to be so tough and have that hard shell around here. And I really want him to kind of like let his guard down and he was like, I didn't know what to do. Yeah, he was like, I didn't know what to do. Give her a hug, bro.
He's also a Taurus. However, Tauruses are sensual, so I don't know why he wouldn't know how to.
Yeah, she has to require that of him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So hopefully they'll get that together. But best episode, I like everybody. I cried like a baby, when he broke down. So I really hope the best for him and Ashley. So very good show. Y'all doing it. Y'all repping it well.
Oh.
I give this episode a 9.
Oh,
yeah,
all right.
Sure,
Erica, thank you so much for calling in.
No problem. Have a good evening, everyone.
And when you get that job, you better thank us.
Yes, I will. Bye, y'all.
All right, we have one more caller. I know I said one last call, but someone called in, so I'm gonna take the call. I'm going to take the call. But guys, let's get to 200 likes. We're almost at 200 likes, but we have 450 people watching. Let's get to 250 likes. Liking the video helps support our channel, but other channels that talk about love and marriage, Huntsville, DC, or reality TV. But as you know, here on the channel, we talk about everything in pop culture. We're saying this is your number one source of pop culture news. Let's bring up Miss Honey. Hold on, Miss Honey. What's going on, Miss Honey?
Hi, Kempire. How are you?
Well, how are you?
I'm doing really good. I'm so proud of you, honey. I see your heart, and I just absolutely adore you for it. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
So listen, Monique, shut up.
you.
Monique,
After you
shut
said
up.
all those sweet things to me, I did not expect that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You know, I mean, I'm Team Monique. I really do. I really do like Monique. I'm just so proud of her and all of her businesses and all of her endeavors. And she's a great mom. I'm just so proud of her. But Monique, shut up. You know, I'm from the South, so we have a thing called shut mouth grace. I mean, she just needs to shut up. Let Chris have his own experience at the salt bath house. Why do you have to tell him what the lady? I mean, he doesn't need that interpretation for you. He doesn't need you to read. Listen, Monique, shut up. Okay, let's move forward. I think what it is with the DMV ladies, the Baltimore, Maryland. I'm from the South, so I didn't understand a lot of stuff that was going on because I'm not from there.
Mm.
And I really felt like all this time, Ashley to me seemed like a little bit older. When she said she was 36, I was like, really? Because sometimes Erana looks a lot younger than her. It's the appliques, it's the sweaters, it's the berets, and the appliques
So you
on
agree
the
with me
sweaters
when
and
it comes
berets.
to her
Yes,
style?
yes. It's a little
Erica,
bit dated. It's a little bit first lady-ish. Like, I don't know.
first lady-ish.
I'm just saying it dates them a little bit. I know what you're getting at with the styling. I get it. It's just, but it's the way they do things there. I don't know. But anyway, thank you so much for letting me on. Let me let you go and eat.
Oh,
But yeah,
I just
Monique,
wanted to
shut
let you
up. I
know.
just wanted to get better. I want Monique to do well here. And if she would just take a season off from running her mouth and having to be right and trying to finish the assignment. I mean, it would just be so much better.
Definitely.
Okay, honey, well, take good care.
Thank you, you too. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you too. Bye-bye.
Wow, I wasn't ready for that. Monique, shut up. That sent me. I love it when you guys call it, though. We have some of the best callers, the best community. Join us on Discord. Join us here as a subscriber. I know you're watching and you're probably not subscribed, but it's subscribers only live chat. You're getting daily and consistent hot topics. You're getting reality TV recaps. We will be live tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Eastern for our Tuesday takeover. Can't speak, where we cover a variety of reality TV news. So be sure, be here or be square. Thank you to everyone that called in. Thank you to everyone that sent in a super chat, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. We appreciate it. Thank you for helping us keep the lights on. And we appreciate our members. So shout out to our members. To become a member of the channel, you have to head on over to teamkempire.com/join. Okay. Or click the join button if you're on your computer. Guys, don't forget to show love to our moderators. They don't get enough credit for allowing us to have a safe space to have these types of conversations. So please say thank you to our moderators. Thank you to our moderators. And shout out to Delsani for reminding me, get your Kempire merch. It's Pride Month. Happy Juneteenth. Happy belated Father's Day. Happy Black Music Month. But it's also Pride Month. And I believe the Pride Parade here in New York City is next week. I still haven't decided if I'm going. But if I do, you know what I'm wearing. You already know what I'm wearing. Just saying. Guys, as always, be sure to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. Thank you for sharing, because sharing is definitely caring. Be sure to check out the Kempire Radio podcast, where I talk about a variety of topics that I don't talk about anywhere else. I will be posting the visual version of last week's episode on the Kempire Radio YouTube channel. So be sure to subscribe to that channel as well. Thank you for 138,000 subscribers. We hit that today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Head on over to Kempire Radio on YouTube and subscribe there, and subscribe to our podcast. Don't forget to rate and review, because it matters. I will see you guys later. As you can see, my voice is going. So let me go get something to eat. Talk to you guys later.
Excuse me while I play my brand new favorite part. Singing praises in the rain and I'm dancing in the dark. I got a brand new lens to look through every day. Happiness doesn't last, so I found a better way. And it feels like sunshine on my shoulders. It's the good life coming closer. I'm walking in the light. I'm gonna be just fine. This new joy of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. It's finally going right. It's summer all the time. This new joy of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. I'm not the only one. I hope you feel it too. Cause when you found your groove, you got nothing to lose. I've been there and back again, but I'm on to better days. Nothing can stop me now, so don't stand in the way. Cause I feel like sunshine on my shoulders. It's the good life coming closer. I'm walking in the light. I'm gonna be just fine. This new joy of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. It's finally going right. It's summer all the time. This new joy of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Feel like sunshine on my shoulder. It's the good life coming closer. Feel like sunshine on my shoulder. It's the good life coming closer. I'm walking in the light. I'm gonna be just fine. This new joy of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. It's finally going right. It's summer all the time. This new joy of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine.